How do you rate the conduct of the local government elections so far in Ondo State? What are your observations?
Yeah, good afternoon once again, Mr. Presenter.
Good afternoon.
So far, so good. For the first time, we're going to be rating the election on a scale of about 75 to 80% because the turnout is a little bit encouraging compared to what we've had over time in local government elections. This period, as you can see, as you're displaying on your screen, people came out in large numbers. And at least in the vicinity where I actually casted my vote, I can say, well, we recorded at least in a particular polling unit over 100 votes. You get me now, which is arguably one of the best in recent time compared to what we used to have over time, where you have complete voter party, nobody will come out at all. And despite the fact that the leading opposition political party boycotted the election, yet people still came out in large numbers. So it's quite impressive and quite encouraging compared to what we used to have before now.
Now, Tayo, you say the turnout is quite impressive and encouraging, but what we've witnessed from local government elections in Nigeria is it's almost a one-party state. The ruling party in the state tends to win by a landslide. Do you see this repeating itself in Ondo State? And how are the opposition parties faring? Do they come out to campaign? Are they interested in this local government and councillorship elections?
Yeah, towards what you've just said, I would like to refer to people, the Gen Zs who are now coming into politics as people who are lazy. Let me put it that way. Recent political players, active political players now are lazy. And before you know, they tend to begin to complain about the incumbent political party taking it all. But I would like to bring to your notice sometimes during the previous administrations that we had in Ondo State, under the leadership of Governor Olusegun then, we had opposition party winning councillorship elections in Ondo State. So, and even in Nigeria, we can also make references to elections that have been conducted in Nigeria. One during Governor Rufai's period as governor of Kaduna State, where we had opposition parties winning councillorship elections, and also the governorship election, the chairmanship election. So it is not actually true when they say the incumbent political party takes it all at the local government elections. But in the place of Ondo State, yes, obviously it is towing towards the result that came out during the governorship election of 18-0 and the entire local government and wards being won, because opposition in Ondo State are seen to be unserious and jesters. They are not up to the task. They are not gearing up to actually contest or contend elections that are being conducted in Ondo State. If you look at the last governorship elections, it was like that. That shows probably the party in government is still generally accepted. And also the local government election, just 48 hours to the election or 72 hours, the leading opposition party haven't participated in the process, withdrew their contest. It shows, even without the election being conducted. So it shows clearly that the political party in power, has what it takes to clear the entire 18 local government and 203 wards.
Now, Tayo, from your observations so far, save the late arrival of polling materials, from what you've observed so far in your area in Ondo State, what security measures have been implemented to ensure peaceful election process in the state? And what have you observed so far with regards to security?
The same in the area of security, the same measures of security that were put in place during the governorship election was what was put in place again in this local government elections, where you have the civil defense, the police, even moving forward to bringing other security agencies like the immigration, custom, and also ensuring that they have polling agents. These are we have security patrols that were ongoing, that were moving around to ensure the restriction that was placed on movement, vehicular and even other motor movements across the entire local government. We have the security people on ground who are ensuring that these strict measures that the police actually announced 24 hours to the election was followed suit, at which there was no movement, at least between the hour of 6 to 4 p.m. as directed by the Commissioner of Police. And I think these were measures put in place to ensure that there is no breach of security during the voting process.
Now, finally, Tayo, looking at the political spectrum in Nigeria overall, the local government is the closest form of government to the people. But we see that when it comes to local government elections, we often see low voter turnout in comparison with governorship and the presidential elections, even though they're the closest to the people. What is the reason for this? Is it as a result of the local government autonomy or the monies that is allocated to them? And how do we correct this anomaly? Because, I mean, for the ordinary citizens to feel the impact of the government, it has to start from the local government.
Like I reiterated, Mr. Moderator, like I said earlier, in my opening remark, I said, our recent political players are lazy in terms of coming out to, to seek for people's votes. When you're contesting an election, it is expected the same energy you dispense as a political party when you contest for governorship election, you also contest for House of Assembly election. Even like it is said, and it is often said severally, that all politics are local. So I see no reason why people dispense energy when it comes to presidential, national elections, and it also comes to state elections at the level of governorship and houses of assembly. And when it comes to local government and councillorship election, you now begin to see them coming up with excuses that are not genuine, that are not tenable. There is an electoral body that is saddled with the responsibilities of conducting the election. And it is also the responsibility of political parties to also come in, show your interest, then go to the masses and canvass for vote the same way you also do when you also want to contest for governorship elections and houses of assembly. But in recent time, our people are lazy. They hide under the government in power. We are not in control. Are you telling me that you're in control of the masses? When you're ready to showcase what you're ready to do for them to benefit them. And it is also often said that local government election, like you have said, is the closest to them, which means if you're contesting as a councillor, that means you must be domiciled in that environment. You're living with them. They know you. So why should you not be afraid to also talk to people that you know?
Exactly.
On the day of election, come out and vote for me. But you find out that our people are lazy. They want to believe that they will rig me out, even when you have not participated in the first place. So that is the challenge. It is what I feel we should do is to begin to conscientize our political players that enough of complaints and raising excuses. Go out, take up the mantle of leadership. In today's election, about 18 political parties participating, about 18 or thereabouts.
Thank you so much for your insights. I wish we had more time so we could really do justice to this, but we appreciate your time and contribution. Tayo Oluyi, political analyst, join us from Ondo State. Thank you.
Thank you.